Hello, and welcome to Tanya's Beauty Box. I am Tanya, and we are here to play in some makeup. This is a second attempt to record this video because the first time I recorded it, I did upload it, it did publish, but I got a few comments that there was no sound. As you know, I've been having a lot of technical difficulties, both with my laptop recording period, and now with this phone camera not recording audio. So we're just gonna go through it, however long it takes. We're just gonna have some fun. These are no longer first impressions on some of these items, and I'll just go through it as quickly as possible. And I get this face on and keep it moving. So let's get started. I already have my brows done. This is the end of the evening. I don't have nowhere to go, even though it's a get ready with me. This is gonna be like a bonus video, a bonus bite or something like that. Because I've already gone through the day. However, I didn't wear any makeup. I just wore brows and lip gloss. So I'm going to just leave my brows on. Lip gloss, as you see, has already dissipated. And we're just gonna go from here and do a face. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna use our Clinique Moisture Surge Lip Hydro Plump Treatment. And this is for all skin types. Looks like this. And we're going to use this as our moisturizer for our lips. It's a thick consistency. You squeeze it out like so. That might be a little too bit much. A little much. It's kind of Vaseline in texture, but not as slick. I don't particularly care for Vaseline, personally. It doesn't have a scent. It's not sticky, but you do feel, I do feel it on my lips, so it's like a coating of something. I apologize if I sound a little congested. I very well may be. Every once in a while, my nose gets stuffed up. Don't know what's going on with that. Next, let's take these glasses off. And again, I'm going to say that I hope I'm close enough to the camera that you guys can see what's going on. I apologize for the shaking. Try to keep that to a minimum. I got my mirror here. I'm in a mirror lighted ring light here, and a fan ring light here. So we have our triangle of lights, all sides. Next thing we're gonna do is I found this at the Dollar Tree. It's a power serum, 6 benefits in 1: refined texture, even tone, firm, hydrate, smooth, and brighten, from Global Beauty Care, 1.7 ounces. And of course, you know, anything you find at the beauty supply, not beauty supply, at the Dollar Tree may or may not be at someone else's Dollar Tree. But it has hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, ceramides, peptides, retinol, collagen in it. And it does have all those things in the ingredient deck. And the niacinamide is high on the ingredient deck, if you can see that. So we're going to use this. Like I said, I've been at work all day. Oh, so it's brand new, so it does have a safety seal. And it's got some iridescence to it. And it does have a scent. It's a dropper situation. We're going to use this because just to add some moisture to the face, because I have been at work all day. It's like supposed to be like a serum, but it's kind of thick, like a jelly. Okay, probably too much. I don't know if you can see that. And it is going right into the face, sinking in. Scent does not linger, if at all. Barely can smell it, but you can tell that there is some type of scent there. But it's not overpowering or obnoxious. face doesn't feel sticky or any of that. So like I said, it was like $1.25, $1.50 at most, and it is cruelty free. So I just picked this up because it got a little iridescence in it. Kind of like that. Next, we're going to do a primer. We're going to put on our Fenty Beauty Primer. This is the Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. I wish I had the hydrating one. Again, I have normal to dry skin. More on the normal side, even in the winter. But I do prefer a hydrating primer. I'm trying not to take my brows off. You feel me? Next, what did I get? Okay, I have my Danessa Myricks Blurring Beauty Balm Powder in number 9. She does have some additional shades. When I bought this, she only had whole number shades. Now she has, half number shades, and I think at that point I would have gotten 8.5, but this is 9. So we're going to put some of this on. My handy dandy LYS brush. I have my microfiber towel in my lap here. Let's see if I can get some additional product off. A little bit came off. And it got the bristles prepared to apply. So I'm just dipping in here, swirling around, and we're just gonna put that all over the face. And some people, and I did use this like when I first got it, and I've had it for a minute. So when I first got it, I kind of used it as a tint, so to speak. So I would just wear this. And since it's a blurring balm powder, I didn't necessarily put a powder over it, and it's just going to give you like a wash of color, just like an evening out, so to speak. I do have this, don't come from a wig. I found this, I got tired of the wigs I have been wearing, so I looked in the box and I came across this one. I said, oh, okay. So it's a shorter wig, tapered in the back with layers, feathered, whatever. Just to break up, and I think it's a 2 in color. Just to break up the, the monotony. Plus I got a bunch of them. I will use them, right? So that's that. It does have a little scoopy thing on the front. I never use it though. Never use it. Next. I can't remember what all I used in that other video. Because when I uploaded it, I was so proud of myself. And then people was like, oh, no sound, no sound. I'm like, oh my, and I spent so much time trying to see what happened with the sound. And I was going to try to do a voiceover, but I couldn't figure out how to do that. Then I was going to just add music to the background, but it was too loud and it didn't really fit the cadence of the video itself. So I just finally went ahead and scrapped it. We're going to use Lancome's Tint Doll 3 Serum Super Tint. And this is in 50W. And when I showed it to you before, I had said, that I thought it was a little too light for me. And I was going to get either 52 something or 54 in. But I did use it already, so it did work out for me. And I'm not sure it's that because I put the Danessa Myricks on first, and that kind of balanced it out. But I think even without the Danessa Myricks powder on, that it would have worked. And it does just remind me of the Urban Decay serum foundation. I'm not sure if there's a skin tint either or not. This one, you pull up, and because it even still has that same little mechanism that Urban Decay said that they was trying to patent. So I don't know how they're going to do that unless they beat Lancome to the patent. I'm going to use the same brush. This is how it comes out. It's very liquidy. And we're going to go ahead and apply that to the face. I think it's a nice color, personally. Kind of tired. Like I said, I'm coming home after work. I was trying to do it on the laptop again because I was kind of leery about doing it on my phone again. But I still can't get the laptop to record. So I did a test video on my phone with audio, and it had sound. It looked good, sounded good. I made sure to have my volume up all the way on the phone. Not that that matters, I don't know. But I do have it up all the way on the phone, going up under the chin. I never do it on the neck, but I do try to bring it out the chin. And I try to get into the hairline as much as possible. She's not going to really be able to tell because I'm going to bring this wig back down so you can't too much see it. But we're going to pull it back a little bit so we can get into the hairline and buff it out. It has a nice fresh scent that will dissipate the actual serum skin tint from Lancome. All right. That's that. Put it back in the box. Hope everybody had a great day today. I had a very good, productive day at work today. Let's see. Now I need... Okay, so we're gonna... And I also used in the video, I said when I did that Flori Roberts Get Ready With Me, I found this because I thought this was also a lippy, but it's a concealer. And what was the shade? Man, I think it's just deep. It don't say because I got rid of the box. But it's also an eyeshadow base, it says. So we're going to use this as a concealer. Get rid of these. And then don't really have that darkness under the eye anymore because I went under it with the Nessa Myris Balm Powder and the skin tint from Lancome. I keep wanting to say L'Oreal. I don't know why. This is a very dry concealer. And what I realized when I did the original video for this is that I don't particularly care for it all that much as a concealer because it is very dry. So I didn't too much care for that. Oh, and then just died. Poo. Okay. So let's do that. Now I gotta find my little brush. My favorite brush I like to use that I've come to love for under the eye. What I'm gonna consider my new concealer brush. If I can find it. Here she is. That little triangle situation. I might turn that fan light back on, but I had to unplug my laptop and plug it in so it could kind of charge. We're gonna go ahead and try to blend this out as much as possible. And we are gonna use it as an eyeshadow base. And what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do like a little, what's called a battle, a little showdown. We're gonna use that Fenty primer, even though it's a face primer. We're gonna use one side with the Flori Roberts concealer eyeshadow base, and then one side with the Fenty primer. Even though that's not for our eyes, it's still a primer. So we can get done with that. Now with this is something that I should have put on up under the foundation, because look, and this is why I don't like it as a concealer. It's dry. It doesn't really blend all that well. So I don't like it as a concealer. Do not. But we're going to put our powder on. And our powder is from LYS. It's the Triple Fix Translucent Setting Powder in Loyalty, which is dark deep. Okay. Okay. Where's the brush to go with that? That ain't it. Yar, she blows. This is that Ipsy Pantone brush from last year's Color of the Year. Let's go in that. I'm gonna blend that over the face. My arm is tired. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm not caring for that situation. That under eye situation is not making me happy. It's like it's stuck or something. So let's find, I think I found, brought out, yeah. I still use, this is the L'Oreal True Match. This is the Super Blendable Powder. This is their foundation powder. This is in True Match C7 Nut Brown. And as you can see, I have used the Dickens out of that. I'm going to take that under the eye though, with the same brush. And we're going to use that to blend out that under eye a little bit better. Not to brighten it up any further, but just to smooth it out a little bit more, make it a little bit more uniform. I wish my arm wasn't so tired. Like I've been holding it up all day, but I haven't. Just get up under there in the corners, get that darkness away. Okay. Wipe that off a little bit more. Whew. So January is coming to an end. It has really gone fast for me. And we're just moving quickly here. What I do with that stupid man, where we go? Trying to find that concealer again. Okay, here we go. With the eye base. It's no longer going to be a concealer, even though it says it's a concealer. Now it's just going to be an eye base. But we're going to do a little battle. We're going to see which one works better. This is going to cancel out discoloration on the lid, which is a good thing. I do have a lot of discoloration on my lid, so it's going to cancel that out. And if you like a no makeup kind of person, it just erases the color. Maybe set this down with the powder, line it, mascara, maybe a false lash. Keep moving, okay? So this is going to just be an eye base. Now we're going to take the facial primer. We're going to use it as a eye primer. Just a little bit. And this is typically the type of primer I use. It'll be clear on the lid. I try to stay away. It's one primer I'll stay away from. And it might be the best primer in the world, but I don't care. That dang ABH. That sucker there is white. Beyond white. It's the Pantone Color of the Year white for 2026. And it gets away from you. Even the smallest dot gets away from you. And then with me, maybe I'm not applying it correctly because it gets kind of patchy. I don't like it. So I will not. And I have a little small sample of it. I can probably just throw that sucker away, but I haven't. What we're going to do now is we are going to use our Lancome. This is their Hypnos palette. It's it's a quint. 5 highly pigmented and long wear eyeshadows and number 19 Ardent Drama. Can you see that at all? Man, this lighting is like the bits. Oh, I'm sorry for the low energy. Been a long day. And with Lancome, they will engrave some of their items for you, free of charge. It did not increase my shipping time or anything like that. So try that out. It has a mirror with a little diagram of how you could potentially, can you even see that? How you could wear the shadows, so it tells you where to place them. The other video was so much better. I don't know what's going on with the lighting and all that. Okay, and so these are the colors. And then you see the two little things I'm holding on the top and the bottom. Those are the what you call it, the applicators that they include, which I'm not going to use. I guess you could use in a pinch, but I'm not in a pinch. We're going to go back to my tried and true Alter Ego brushes. I have some LYS brushes in here, as you can see, as well as some Ipsy eye brushes that I added to the Alter Ego ones. So let's get these in the right direction so I know what I'm working with. Okay, so let's start with, let's see, this is a little bit more. We're gonna start with, I guess, my most favorite brush that I always use each time. That's gonna be this number 2, Alter Ego. Okay. And we're gonna go into, and what I ended up doing on the first one is I ended up following the diagram that's here. But I followed the diagram after I applied a couple of shadows, and I said, well, why don't we just try it that way? Because I'm trying to get away from applying my eyeshadow the exact same way every time I put it on. So then all my looks, even with, I tend to have the same color story, so then all the looks look the same. So I'm trying to get out the comfort zone a little bit and do it the Lancome way. So we're going to take the base shadow. They do not have names. This is the base shadow. This is my right-hand side. So number 1 on the right here. And they said they want this all over the lid. So we're going to do that. And just, it was hardly any kick up in the pan, which very much surprised me. Now that base is creasing. That eyeshadow base from that I use from Flori Roberts is creasing. Because I have creases in my eyes. And what's weird is I have oily eyelids, typically. So we're going to use this, and that's going to set down the eyeshadow base, as well as provide a nice canvas for the colors to come. Okay. And no kick up in the pan. Which, like I said, did surprise me. And there is good color payoff and saturation. And if you remember, Maybelline's eyeshadow products have this kind of texture or consistency. And it kind of put me off. Because it doesn't look like a regular eyeshadow powder. But if Maybelline's performs like this, they might be worth getting a few of those. Not the ones like that, they're larger palettes. What was that, the blush nudes, the nudes, and then the rose nudes, or something like that. Not those, but the little Maybelline New York mini palettes. So if the texture is the same type of formulation as this Lancome situation, I might try a few, and I encourage you to try 1 or 2 as well. Now, another thing is with these higher item palettes here, they typically don't have that much opaqueness or much boldness or punch for the color. But having used it already the very first time, I can say I was pleasantly surprised with the opacity of these shadows. They really surprised me. really surprised me. I thought I'd have to go in and go in and go in, or I would just get this like wash of color and it wouldn't really be there, not there. But yeah, this is a good formula. I'm really liking it. And I do have another palette from Lancome that I want to do a battle with, another palette that are similar color stories, and I'll give you the lowdown on that when I do that one. But next is telling me to use the upper lid, which is, this is number 2. The upper lid in the inner corner. So we're going to do that with a shader brush. Do you want a short shader or a long shader? We'll use a short shader to get into that corner. My eye wants to start to water. I was wiping it off a little bit. Like I said, we're going to go into this second shade, the orangey one. And that's one swipe. And look, still no kick up. I'm tripping. I'm singing Christmas songs, right? We just got done with Christmas, and I'm singing Christmas songs. My eye want to start to water, which happened in the last video. Get a little bit more for the opposite side. I'm trying to do them, apply the same amount of color and intensity on both sides, going in as far as the other side. So I'm going to add a little bit more because, as you can see, it's a little bit more vibrant on that side. And I think that's because I didn't go too heavy-handed on this side because my eye has started watering. I'm also, instead of posting this in the morning, I'm going to be posting this right after I do the video. Because I didn't post anything, I think that Saturday, it didn't, like I said, it was no sound. So I made it private, but once I load this, or upload this and publish it, I'm going to go ahead and delete that one. But I at least got 2 views off of it for somebody said something. Like, no sound. I'm like, what? No sound? That is not even possible, but it was possible. And I don't know. I don't understand how that happens, you know? Next, after I dry my eye, we're going to go in with number 3, which is the touch of light. How they figure that's the touch of light, I don't know, but that's what they say it is. So that's going to go in the center of the eye. Now wipe the brush off. Same brush. Still no kick up. But look at that color saturation. This is a nice, and this is their most vibrant, colorful palette as well. So if you're, I'm not going to even say my complexion or deeper or whatever. I think you can wear whatever you want to wear. It's all about color placement. Some stuff might be a little bit more ashy or whatever. But if you are my skin tone, a little lighter, and then a little deeper, this will be the one to start off with. And then if you like this one, I have the Bronze Absolute. It looks entirely different on the website. When I got that sucker, I had to go and look again because had it looked like this, like that on the website, I more than likely wouldn't have bought it because it does not mimic the website at all. At all. It's much more washed out in person. Now what I did was I wiped off that berry tone and went back in with the orange and just a little light touch and it went between the two, so there'll be no line there. So it can kind of like, you know, blend in a little bit more. That little piece of hair has been giving me the business all day. It looks a little bit more blended on this side than this side. I'm liking that. So I'm going to go in with a little bit more orange. Okay. I'm going to wipe it off again. And then get a little bit more of the berry. So it's just about, you know, taking your time, marrying the colors together a little bit. Next is telling me to go in with this brown as the highlighter. So it's like in the outer V situation. This time, let's go in with this LYS brush. It has a little triangular head because you know they love their triangles over at LYS. So let's go over this brown here. Now this is not the look that I did initially because like I said, I started off my own way and then I kind of improvised on what they wanted us to do. We're going to bring this in. I will say I liked what I did better than this. I think it was a little bit more vibrant and bolder than what I'm doing now. Definitely. But, I mean, it's pretty, but yeah. I'm trying to pull over a little bit of that berry with the brush without adding any additional color. Okay. Now, what I did last time, and I hope I still have it in here, is it does want me to use that black as a liner. But what I'm going to do is this, if I still have it in here. Because, who knows? Oh, here it is. I have a Lancome Le Crayon Kohl in Noir. It is a sharpenable pencil, and it is mighty big, mighty long. So you shouldn't run out of this no time soon. I'm going to use this to line the eye. Get into the lash line very good. It's soft. I'm lightly touching the eye. And it is applying very well. I'm starting to water. Okay. Whew. I don't know what's happening over here, but we're going to fix that. It's like that powder gathered, the under eye powder gathered. Because like I said, that concealer is kind of, it's dry. And it moves, but it don't move that well. It's not creamy. Doesn't blend well. Let's do this side. Okay. Now what we're going to do, we're going to get a smaller brush, the Alter Ego number 8. Now we're going to go in that black. And we're going to put a little of that on this brush. It's a nice black. You know, these colors, the way that they look in the pan, and then as I apply the brush to them, remind me of like an ink pad, you know? So I like that. Look at the color. So that, I think that could rival Max Carbon. I'm going to use this to intensify the black line and a little bit of wing. Not that I needed this, but I'm trying to use, y'all seen all my show and tells about the products I got. So I got to use it some kind of way, even if I'm double dipping into other things, you know. I'm just flipping it over to use the product on the other side. Okay. Get a little bit more. It seems like it's a little darker or richer on that wing, and like stamping it in. Okay. And yeah, that black is not playing. Still on there a little bit. So let's get this little sponge applicator. Put it back where it came from. And this little brush applicator. And put it back where it came from. And close it up. I really wish you could see that, well, that's just great. That fell on the floor. See? Doing too much. I'll get that later. Unless somebody step on it while I'm sitting here. Okay, so. Next. Mascara time. Now. I know it's in here. It's a matter of finding it. I know what happened. Also, what I wanted to use was this all over the face. The e.l.f. Power Grip Primer with the niacinamide in it, because I used that Fenty hydrating gripping primer that didn't have no tackiness. When I used this in the first video, it did have it had some tack to it. That Fenty didn't have no, I don't even think you call it gripping. Because it didn't feel like it was gripping nothing. So, what we're going to do is we're going to apply mascara now. And I'm looking for something. I'm always looking for something. There we go. I can't find it. Pretty soon I'll just forego it. But I did want to, because I used it in the last one. And, forget it. We're going to use the Monsieur Big from Lancome. I was looking for that cils booster from Lancome so I could show you the difference between just using this and then using that lash primer. But let's not belabor the video. And let's just put this on, shall we? Again, I like to go on the tips of my lashes, up under and over, and comb it through. Swing it out, basically. I really liked it. I like it more than I liked it initially. I don't know what changed, but I really like it with that cils booster. It's giving like some good length and some nice volume, and it really adheres to the inner lashes really well as well. I just like go back and forth over the tips. Again, if you get any mascara on your face after you've done all your makeup, let it dry. Get you a nice clean spoolie. And once it dries, just go back and forth over it very lightly with the spoolie, and it will flake right on off. Okay. So we're going to do the other side. So I am liking this. Now that Lancome eyeliner that I used, there was a set with this mascara and that liner. I think it was regularly $38, but of course I caught it on sale. Nice little discount. I think it was 35% off. So I got it for like 21. Whatever it was like $21.40. So this is not the brand new Monsieur Big. I think this is the one that came in my advent calendar. My beautiful, wonderful Lancome advent calendar. So I just switched it out. And I'm using the one I had already opened, you know. I'll open a brand new one. But the liner, it was a nice little set. It might still be available, but I'm not sure if they still have it on discount or not. You see the lashes? I see the lashes. I'm not going to dip in again. I'm going to go over my eyelash on the right again. You see, I like to go over on the top of the lash, apply mascara, and like twirl it and sweep it out. I have, not like I say, natural curl to my lash, so I don't typically need to curl them. And then when I used to try to curl my lashes, it never went well anyway. So I have foregone the curling wand. Eyelash curler rather, and trying to hit these tips on the end here, and I do that by going with the very top of the bristles of the mascara brush, and I'd like fan them out, like using those top bristles on the ends to coat and to separate. You can also use it like to push the lash up. And I prefer, and I keep saying it, an actual bristle brush. The plastic brushes are okay, but this is where I live. Regular bristle brushes. Now, let's go in with some blush, shall we? Matter of fact, wait a minute. Okay, I'm going to do something I don't normally do. I am going to apply some bronzer. And I don't normally apply bronzer, but I was looking through my stuff, my stash, and I found this. This is a journey to the past. This is from the CoverGirl Queen collection. Remember that? Everybody was going crazy over this bronzer. This is Queen Latifah's old brand from CoverGirl. And this is the Ebony Bronze Q120. I had one sitting brand new in the package. So let me bring this out. So that's that. And when I used it the first time, I'm using this with that Sugar Rush brush from Tarte. It might be a little too dense, but who cares? Because when I used it, it didn't do that. So like I said, I really don't know the hubbub about bronzer. I have yet to find a bronzer that does anything for me. Do you guys see any change? I know this is how you're supposed to put it on. Around the forehead, into the hollow of the cheek a little bit to warm up your skin, but it ain't doing nothing for me. Do you see anything? I don't see nothing. But I thought I would use that. And then I have a really long journey back to the past. Kat Von D. Now this one, it was really Kat Von D, not just KVD. And this is her eyeshadow and blush in Lolita, her famous shade, Lolita. We're going to use this. You can use it as an eyeshadow. I'm going to be using it as a blush with my the Ipsy brush. I'm going to go ahead and do this. And we're almost done. So I'm going to tap off a little bit. I love it on the apple of the cheek. You apply it where you like. I like to go into the hairline a little bit. But definitely on the apples of my cheek. So, like that. And maybe I'm supposed to put the bronzer on after this. I don't know. I will be tapping that down because you can really see that. I don't necessarily want that seen all that much. But I do want my apples to pop. Pop, 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 pop. That's Pennywise would say. Pop, 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 pop. He was down in the sewer talking to Georgie about how he loved to hear the popcorn go pop, 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 pop. I don't do it as well as he does. Yeah, I know. But you could never have too much blush. All right. Next, I'm going to wipe off that Clinique lip balm situation. We're going to use this from the Urban Decay Naked Heat collection. This is their 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Alkaline. Now, this will probably be cute on the last line. We're going to use this as a lip liner. Use your products for however you wish. So let's get that on the lip. My lips do feel nice. From that lip balm situation. And by being an eyeliner, it's a little drier, so you don't have to worry about it moving all over the place. And you can get some really dope colors that you wouldn't necessarily find in a lip liner, right? By using an eyeliner. Now, I want to show you some items that I had got. I'm not going to be using them, although I did use them in the previous video. And they are, as soon as I find them, I swear I need like little dividers in this thing, because once it's like stuff goes into like abyss in here, and it's not that big. I don't understand why the stuff is disappearing in here. Okay. So, these are from Revlon, and they're their new Super Lustrous Shine. New. I don't know if they're new, but I came across them. So they're new to me. Very basic packaging. It's cute. I have 3 shades. I have Toasting Glasses, Rum Raisin, and Spice Wine. And they are all shines. I do like a shiny gloss. So this one is Spiced Wine. Okay. They are not magnetic. They click when you close them. This one is rum raisin. Not to put on top of each other, you know. Okay. And this one is called Toasting Glasses. Okay. So, I think of these like those Revlon lip glosses that I like with the wand, the regular lip glosses. I think of these like those, but in a balm bullet form. So if you don't like lip gloss applicators, you could go for these. And these, as you see, are very shiny. Have a nice fruity smell. And those are the three colors I chose. However, for this look, we're going to go with Fenty's Gloss Bomb and Mango Mars. Well, it's regular Fenty Gloss Bomb and Mango Margs. This came out with the Rose Amber and something Cosmic something. And I'm going for this because I have this orange top on, and I do have a little bit of the orange in the inner corner. So I'm going to play on that this time. Crap. Gloss bombs are beautiful. I never said that, but I mean, for the price, get you a Revlon. The color choices are not going to be as extensive or bold or out there like the Fenty Gloss Bombs, but they're nice enough to save a couple bucks. Last but not least, we're going to try this Rose Milky Facial Hydrator. It is mineral oil free, paraben free, alcohol free. And I am a rose kind of freak. I like stuff with rose color, pink rose color stuff. That's my jam. Can you see that? All right. Supposed to shake it or what? And don't say shake it. Now let's see what the mister is like. I'm gonna be running from it. Oh, it's aggressive. You see that? All right. Oh, I guess I'm spoiled with that Fenty What It Do mister. Not the spray itself, but the freaking mister is the bomb. So this is the look. Let me adjust my piece. Yeah. This is the look. It's that one little piece I want to separate from everything. I don't know why. So I hope you like the look. I like the look. It is not the original look, but it's somewhat similar. And yeah. But try out that quint, the eyeshadow quint, the Ardent Drama, number 19 from Lancome. That was a good one. The Ardent Drama 19 palette. That's a good one. Get it on sale. I was going to say the sucker's $55 or $65. You don't discount. Thank you for watching. I hope this video works this time. I will see you in another video, possibly the little battle I was talking to you about with the other Lancome quint. See how that works out. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Have a great day, evening, or afternoon, whenever you're watching this. Like, comment, and subscribe. See if there's anything else on my channel that you might be interested in. Let me know if there's anything you want to see me do, or a look, or whatever, and I'll check my stash, see what I got there that can accommodate that. And I will see you soon. Bye-bye.